All right, folks, we're going to jump right back into it.
What I told you, what I said. What I said.
Yeah, just citywide professional.
All right, so let's get this debrief done so that we can find out some feedback that we might have on the process to help out anybody who's not exactly sure of where they are, what they need to go with as we move out. So with phase 2, you guys did it with the same person. I don't even want to know how it went so much as with phase 2, what went well, or what would you like to do better when we go into our piece later on today for phase 2 only. And last time I went with evens and started there, so let's go with, well, you were even last time. So we're going to go here with Simone to start us off. You don't know what I asked.
I do.
Okay.
What went well?
Yes, I'm thinking. I'm sorry. What went well was the laser feedback from Dr. Ramon Gonzalez.
So I didn't really ask what went well, so she kind of gimmied you?
Yeah.
Right? So what I asked was...
Sorry.
It's okay. What did you do that did go well? Not the feedback. What did you actually do, and what would you like to add to phase 2 when you do it in the future?
What went well was my level of feedback questions. What I would like to do more of is provide more questions in the space of options.
Fantastic. Thank you. Pam, I'm going to jump over to you.
What went well? I think we all did really well. I don't know, it's not this part, but with the beginning where we didn't do well the last time, but I think getting to look at the options and getting it to narrow down and really digging deeper into the options.
Okay, great. Megan?
So something I shared in our group was that I felt like this really slowed us down. So thinking about those feedback questions, I felt like that was something that was more intentional this time and really had the time to go in deeper. I feel like in our sessions during practicum, it was like, all right, you have 10 minutes to do all 3 phases, and we're gonna like just kind of get you the options and make sure that you're willing to, deliver on those options. And I felt like this really allowed us the space to practice those feedback questions, practice really having your client think about those options that they're sharing, and is this something that is feasible? Is this going to work for you? So I felt like that was an insight that we had in our room, just slowing it down.
Excellent. Rohan?
For me, I think the moving forward is just making sure I push for that third option.
Yep. And what did we say in my group as far as having 3 options? Is that it? Like, we're done? So what else? Ashley Soleil, you made the move, so what's the good move that you can make after you get 3 options?
Just still ask for an additional option, even though you may have received 3.
Yep. Are there any other options that you might think about? Especially if you have time and you can go there, just ask them. And you never know. That 4th option may be the one that they really need. We don't know. But it's our job just to ask and then go from there. All right. Ed, I'm going to bring you up.
All right. Let's feel that energy, man. Phase 3. I need your energy. Can I get some energy? Can I get some energy? Come on. All right, so here's where we pull it all together. Phase 3. All right, phase 3. What's the third C?
Conduct.
Conduct. And it's about taking informed action. All right, this should be the phase that we as administrators are most comfortable with. Because this is solution oriented. It's like action plan, what is your next step?
Yeah.
All right, let's get this down, right? So this is phase 3. So this is where we look at how we can support the client's move to action, right? So you have chosen an option, right, Simone?
I sure have.
And we've talked about some of the pros and cons and obstacles and benefits. Now, what is a quick win, a first step, right? Moving the client from choosing an option to action, taking informed action, right? Leading from the future. Helping the clients achieve the results they truly desire, right? That's the key. I want to caution you. Helping the client achieve the results they truly desire, not the results that you desire. It's the results that your client desires. And it can be totally not what you would do in your experience, but it doesn't matter. It's about the client's agenda, all right? All right, so for you to remember the 2 W's in phase 3, you're gonna remember not way and will. You're gonna say charting the way forward, ensuring the
Will to deliver.
will to deliver. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your will to deliver? You're not just saying on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your will? Well, what do you mean, what's my will? Right? Regarding what? What's your will to deliver on your action plan, right? So remember that, charting the way forward and ensuring the will to deliver, right? So, here is the informed action step. Look, experimentation, committing to action, what are early steps and quick wins? What are the stakeholders involved? Right? Well, we're gonna need the support of our superintendent and if this is gonna happen, right? Right? Or in this case, Alicia Boyd, we're gonna need her support. Hang on forward. That's our deputy supers on board. So then, that's way forward, and we know that the outcome is motivation, capacity, learn from experience. Read between the lines. Everybody look at me.
Yes.
Learn from experience is phase 3.
Okay.
Can I say that again?
Yes.
Phase 3 is learn from.
Experience.
That's the outcome you desire. You're learning from experience in phase 3. Okay? All right. Let's look at this column here, will to deliver. Right? You guys do it pretty well. You always have that go-to question. What's your go-to question on will to deliver? You all ask.
How
Scale 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
How committed are
right?
you?
How committed are you to delivering on this action plan, right? I'm at a 4. What's your next question?
How to get you to a 5.
Yeah, so all right, how do we get you to a 9? Right, you're at a 4. What would you need? What do you need? Who do you need on board? What can I do as your coach? What can I do to help push your thinking to get you to that 9, right? What's my role? What do you need? What are the obstacles? What's in your way? Right? Defining barriers, high level engagement, plans to address setbacks, right? But again, what you need to remember, phase 3 is the outcome is learn from
Experience.
Okay. Q-storm. Right? You guys know this, we've done it. Through 2 phases already. What I want you to take a minute, take 2 minutes, independently, and write down what are the questions that you would use in phase 3. Again, this is the easiest phase for administrators because we do this all the time, taking action. Right? This comes natural for us. How do we move our client to action? Right? So what are some questions that you would ask to move your client to action? Remember, the client has already chosen an option. Right? Phase 2, they've unpacked 3. Remember, going back to what Dr. Lando said, the Inspired 3 model is you need to have at least 3 options. They have chosen one that aligns most to their values, priorities, and beliefs. Right? So what are your questions to move them into action? Don't make me use Ramon's scientific method of choosing.
Okay. Ready?
Go ahead.
What is a quick win?
What is a quick? I love the fact that she doesn't need to overthink. Because look, she goes, "Hey, it's right here." Right? We're gonna go to Angelo because he had his hand up.
How are you holding yourself accountable?
Yeah, how are you holding yourself accountable, right? To making sure that this happens, right? What are you going to do to hold yourself accountable? Who do you have to hold you accountable? Right? Just not me, because I'm your coach. I'm not your accountability partner. I'm your coach. Right? I can't be the one. Somebody else, right? What else?
What strategies can you employ to get buy-in from key stakeholders?
Good. Come on, let's not reinvent the wheel, man. This is the phase, right?
Yes.
So what strategies do you need to implement in order to get buy-in from stakeholders? What a great question. Right? Why are we trying to reinvent the wheel? It's in front of you, right? Come on, let's go. Hit me.
More questions?
More.
Okay.
We're not done. Experimentation. Come on.
You could ask them who are your stakeholders too.
What's
So
that?
you could ask them who are your stakeholders.
Oh, you
Who
said
are you?
experimentation?
Well,
What's all
it's
experiment-
under, experimentation is under a way forward, right?
Well, what experiment would you like to try?
Right. So of the options, what would you like to experiment first, right? Look at this. Measures of success and indicators. Give me a question. Give me a question.
What will be your
What
indicator of
indicator
success?
could you use?
I mean, come. It's like layups, right? I'm giving you layups. Right? What's an indicator of success? What's a success indicator? How would you know that you've accomplished your goal? How would we know? How would we know? I'm your coach. What should I ask? So that I'm clear that you accomplished your goal. Right? Shift over. Here. What are your questions for execution? Will to deliver.
How personally committed are you?
Yeah. It's a question we've already asked, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you, right? That's one. What's another one besides the go-to? Don't reinvent the wheel, look.
What obstacles need to be addressed?
Yeah. What obstacles need to be addressed in order for you to achieve that goal? And what are you going to do about it? That's my favorite. All right, so you know the obstacle, right? What are you going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Take an informed action. We got this? Piece of cake, right? Back of your hand. Phase 3. It's what principals do all day long. Take informed action, right?
Why can't it be an open book test?
It is, your book's open today?
It's open today, but it won't be tomorrow. All right, we ready to pull it all together? Are we ready to pull it all together?
Yes.
All right. So this is as close. Yes, Reggie.
Take a break.
I tried to skip that.
told you, Reggie.
Yes.
Yeah, I tried to skip that part because we were falling behind in time. But,
Go.
my brother just had to like blow up my spot. So go take your break. I guess we'll be back.
Going back from the slide.
Guys, you got
10 minutes?
no 7 minutes at 1:45. We're back. All right,
We're afraid to
we
leave.
got to strengthen you guys up to move forward with the next piece. of
Yeah. So seriously, let's stay to the 7 minutes because.
Then I'm staying right here. Okay.
Angela, I forwarded you the resume.
Thank you.
I think I asked you these questions.